How you doing, folks? It's a fine day. This is Ron from Ron's Beers. We got another rainy day here in New England, and appears to be able to probably rain on Halloween. When I was young, we'd go trick-or-treat, and it rained a lot. A lot of Halloweens those years, it rained a lot. So it'll probably be raining this Halloween. So with that said, I'm going to showcase a beer today, a Narragansett from Narragansett Breweries down there in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. This is their fest beer, their Octoberfest beer, which a lot of the German beers follow. They're brewing their Octoberfest beers. It's a Marzen lager, of course. So they brewed a lot of lagers down in Narragansett. They have some IPAs and so they have a broad array of beers. Jack's Abbey brews all the lagers, whether it be a wheat lager or IPL. But they're all lagers, whereas Narragansett has different kind of brews. I like my lagers. I'm a lager man. So, no further ado, this beer is brewed down in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. It's a fast Marzen lager. It's a 5.5 ABV with 22 international bitter units. So that's not bad. I used to like them around 12, 15 at the most, but my taste buds are changing, and I can enjoy them at 22 international bitter units. This brewery has been open since 1890, always American owned, since 1890. Not all the time. It had closed down a bit, but the name and the recipes and everything else go back to 1890. It's located at 461 Main Street, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Again, 461 Main Street, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Their phone number, should you want to call, is 401-437-8970. You can always pause that to get it if I'm going too fast. In their words, this beer is based on Bavarian-style beer that Narragansett brewed in the 1960s and 70s. Oh boy, the turbulent 60s. Remember those years? Well, Beatlemania, a rock and roll war in Vietnam. Okay, back to the beer. I don't want to go on these tangents. This elegant Octoberfest style Marzen is brewed with the highest quality of German malts and hops. It has that Weyermans Munich Malt. It creates a rich, bready, and kind of like a tasty base with that. While the noble, which the Germans always just headed by noble hops. Noble hops. No, but under that is an umbrella of hops, and they do. Narragansett does tell you what noble hop they use in this one. It's a Tettnang. Tettnang. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly because it's Tettnang. A tongue twister. It doesn't take too hard to twist my tongue. Tettnang. It's a Tettnang hop, and that adds a crisp but subtle and dry spiced finish. So that'll be on the end of going down the tongue and down the throat. So again, a subtle and dry special spiced finish. That sounds pretty good. It really actually sounds like a good beer. And going to the logos, look at the can here so we can see. So if I make a mistake, we'll see that it's a lager. Alcohol is 5.5, and they got some words on the back. Now you can always pause this to read this. I can't have my videos go too long. I don't think YouTube likes that. And, well, no further ado, let's get a glass. We got a glass here. A nice one. Push the king back. That's King Gambrinus. I'll explain him a little later. Now, this is the glass my loving son and his sweetheart had got me on Father's Day. Some glasses and a lot of beer. And let's clean this top off. Okay, put it back in. All right. You can see water vapors come out. I'll show that. I've had this beer a while, not a long time, but I was hesitant to get it. There were so many other beers that I was buying. Now you can see the Rockingham Brewing Company. It's up there. One of my sons lives. The number one son actually lives. Let's see if there's a date on this. And there is a date. Canned August 24th, 2017 at 17:01. So, yeah, it's been, I didn't buy it then, but it's been around. So, some of the head will dissipate fast. While it's doing that, this is King Gambrinus. If you folks are into old beer advertisements and so forth, particularly in the 1800s, he was on a lot of the advertisements, no matter what brewery it was, not just Narragansett, but Schlitz and Rheingold, and I'm having a tough time thinking of some of the Pabst Blue Ribbon. He was in a lot of those beers, Croft Ale. And who King Gambrinus is, he has actually put the hops, for the very first time hops went into a beer, and he put them in. What happened is, his real name is, and I hope I don't murder this name, is Jean. I think that's the French way. Jean Sans. I think French, from either France, Portugal, or Belgium. One of those countries that has those names. Jean, Jean Sans Pure, P-E-U-R. He lived from 1371 to 1419, and he was the first to put hops into a beer. And from there on, it just grew. But what happened, his legend, more so than his name, he was a big man then because of doing that, and everybody really enjoyed the beers. But what happened was, during probably the Crusades and times when the knights and so forth and kings were ruling their parts of the world, someone had put a crown on his head, and the crown grew to a king's hat, and so forth. And his legend began. You know, it had the king's crown on, and with the head of a king, or a crown of a king, and the majesty of a king, and it always a legend of people adding to it. I mean, he was just, I don't know what his trade was, but it became bigger than life. At least for the beer industry, and all the men at that time. The majority of the men were the beer drinkers and going to the tavern and so forth. I mean, sorry, gals, but back then it was men at the tavern and so forth in the beer industry. Now it's changed, and you got some of the best brewmeisters are the females. But we'll go on that tangent. I'll stick with the beer. So, anyways, the beer head has gone down. I didn't get any aromas when I opened it. Oh, yeah, I'm getting the aroma now. You know, I don't know if it's that malt that they use. It does. It is coming across as all those German beers, the Deutsch beer. Das ist gut, yeah. Das ist gut, yeah. It is a good smelling beer, the Germans would say, and I will give it a try. Now the head just dissipated fast. I don't know if it's supposed to, or just the age of it. As you can see, the color, a lightish, I guess an amber. I was going to say lighter, but it's really kind of a dark color for a beer, particularly lager. I mean, lagers are lighter than that. So the malt, that Weyermans Munich Malt, is really creating a rich and, yeah, bready base for this beer. As you can see, the color of it. As far as the bready, it's the malt, typical malt flavor of a lager. Not a sweet Not a sweet taste, but a fine taste. I like it. I would buy these for Octoberfest beers every year. To be my regular drinking beer, no, I go with regular Narragansett lager beer or Jack's Abbey's. As you can see, with their leisure time, which is their wheat lager. Those are my regular beers. But this is a Narragansett, so it's still good, but it's a special occasion beer for me. So those are the beers, folks. With that said, you drink it today. Have a good day. If you're going out with the kids trick-or-treating, make sure it's safe. Stay away from the highways where the cars are going fast. And enjoy the day. Trick-or-treat, enjoy the night. Hope the kids get some good candy. All that said, folks, if you're going to drink, don't drive. Drink responsible. Have a good day, folks. Ciao.